chores. So first thing we do in the morning is we're going to get out a head of iceberg lettuce. So we usually cut it in half, so you'll have 2 mornings per head of iceberg. Okay, so latching system. So of course from last night we've locked everything up to be safe for the bear. So the first thing you gotta do is pull this big bar across all the way until it clears the doors. Okay, and then you got 3 latches. This is a little overkill, but it's for the bear because the bear is broken in here. Then up here is a light switch. Come in, open these 2 latches. The doors open in. Okay. At night there's switches here to put the pen light on and the house light. It's pretty cold, so we can actually, if it's cold, you can leave their house light on. Not that they will go in there even if it's cold, so it really is overkill. But if it seems like it's really cold, you could leave it on. Otherwise, I shut it off in the daytime because they won't go in there. They could have icicles on them and they won't go in. And then you come over and we get them out. Come on, girls. And they come right out. And they're ready for this. And then we just break it up. You can either do it right here, or sometimes I'll do it in front of their food area. Come here. So that they'll eat their food too. There you go, babies. They will, if it goes lower than that, then I would fill it up. I'm actually going to top it off right now. So there's a hose in here. And the water is right here under their food thing. You just turn that on. Once a week you might, rinse some stuff up. Pooped all over the sides of this, so I will usually just rinse this off. Get any pine needles or anything that's fallen in. There's a couple of nets in here, so you can just clean that out. And that's pretty much it for out here. You may have to take the rake and clean up a little bit. It's like almost like a litter box in here. And then what I usually do is I'll take the stuff from the night before. So we use little containers to give them their night time meal. And then if you have to come in here and freshen up, there's a rake here on the side. And you would just kind of, freshen this up like this. Just kind of move some of the hay around, get the top layer clean, and then put another layer of hay, which I keep the hay in the shed. I'll show you that next. The heaters and stuff should come on only if it gets cold enough. It has to get to a certain temperature. They were all set automatically. Camera and the heat light are operated remotely. So the heat light use the switch. It's cold enough, and every night we put that on for them before they go in. Okay, and then this feeding station, what you need to know about this is, so they get water and feed from here. This is their feeder. The top pops off. Fill that up. I'll have it filled up before I go. You may have to fill it up one more time. These cups, as long as it's not too cold, they won't freeze over. They will have water in them, and they use these. I'm going to show you how to fill that in the mornings. If it does get so cold that the cups freeze up, then I have a different watering system, which I'm going to show you later, that you use during the days when it's too cold. So you'll have to fill it up inside and bring it out here. Okay, so back in here, so we have a sink here that you can clean some of the nighttime stuff with. It runs through the hose here. And then this is the most important thing for you to see. So this is where the water is kept for that system out there. So you just turn this valve here, the water will come out, fill it up. It has a heating element in it that comes on if it gets to freezing, so that it will keep it from freezing, but it depends on how cold it gets. Sometimes it doesn't work and we have to switch to the other system. Over here will be the food is here in this, and there's a scoop in there. So that's if you have to fill the feeder up. This here is oyster shell. So every now and then, they probably won't need it in the 2 weeks we're gone. I'll put that in the little trough out there. If it's all gone, then you can put some more in there. And there will be stacks of bags with hay, cut hay there, that you use to freshen things up. So that's it, and then make sure you put the top back on this, because if a mouse gets in there, it will drown, and it's not a fun thing. So this here is the other system for water. If it gets so cold that you have to have water from the house, you would take this in, because all the hose lines will be frozen. And you fill this up in the house with water, and you bring it out, and you, I don't think it's going to be so cold that we have to start keeping it inside. So you would just put this out in their pen and they will drink out. And then we always keep all these latched and closed. Okay, and then, since I'm here, I'll show you, this is the composter to put the compost stuff in. You just put it in there. And then eggs, so sometimes we get them in the daytime. Oh, I should have taken that one from in there out. Sometimes we get them at night. You just pull each of these latches back. This goes up. A little hook to keep it up. A little rake here. So if you rake through, because they like to bury them, you will find, last night I didn't get them. It's kind of early, so sometimes in the morning they won't get them, so you won't find them until you come back out here later or at night. Around. You know, when I refresh it, this is the area that I put the new hay, and I pull some of this out into the main floor area. And that's it. And then you just make sure that when you close it, because we don't want a raccoon getting in here, that you latch both of these sides. And that's it. You got 3 eggs for the morning. Morning, the ducks get a half a head of iceberg, which is going to be kept in the drawer in the fridge. And we're going to take this out to them. It's out their morning. It's a rainy day. Okay, girls, come on out. Here you go. And then I usually just throw lettuce over here on this feeding station. During the day, if it's not ice cold, as long as it's below freezing, they won't go in there. So you can shut the pen light in the daytime and put it back on at night when they go in. There's a latch on the top, and there's a little hook latch here. That's just an extra latch so that the dogs don't push the gate open somehow. Last thing we do for the ducks is at night, sometime after dark, like between 9, 10, 11 o'clock latest, you know, we give them frozen veggies. So in here you'll either find a bag mixed veggies, or I also have them like this. So this is like 2 nights worth. or one of these one night. And you just put it in the microwave. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll do them in the morning. I'll put them in one of these little containers and just stick it in the fridge so they melt. And then you just put hot water on it. If they're frozen, you stick it in the microwave for a couple of minutes just to get it warm and soft. Then you fill it up with water, warm water. And then we bring this out to them at night. And you just hold it down and they're going to come and start eating it. After they've eaten maybe half of it, when it gets down to about there, then I put it inside the house and they will go right into the house, and then you close the door behind them and they are done for the night.